Good day. My name is Giselle R. Pisitas, AB English Language 2A. Subject of GE 12 World Literature. At this moment, I would like to report about a topic, A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. Author's background. Henrik Ibsen was born on March 20, 1828, Skien, Norway. In 1868, he moved to Germany, where he wrote his famous works, A Doll's House. In 1850, he studied at University of Christiania. Background of the work. In December 4, 1879, A Doll's House play in 3 acts, published in Norwegian as at the Egem and performed the same year. It concerned the lives of a group of middle-class Norwegian in 1870s. It is different from to his other works. It has 5 acts instead of 3. It includes the normal speaking rules. It contains a climax in the first act. Character and characterization. Nora Hemler, the wife of Thorvald Hemler. Thorvald Hemler, the husband of Nora. Krongstad, a lawyer and hold the subordinate position of Thorvald in his bank. Mrs. Lundy, an old friend of Nora. Dr. Rank, a rich family friend. Anne-Marie, Nora's former nanny. Ibar, Bobby, Amy, the child of Hemler. Character web. Nora Hemler is the wife of Thorvald Hemler. She does sewing occasionally. Her role is just to take care of her family. She is just a plain wife. Thorvald Hemler is a controlling husband to his wife. He treated Nora only as a housekeeper. He did not let Nora to get job for the family. Ibar, Bobby, and Emmy, the child of Nora and Thorvald Hemler. Dr. Rank, the rich family friend. Anne-Marie, Nora's nanny. One day, Thorvald got illness and he need to go abroad for the medical surgery, but have not enough money. Therefore, Nora forging her father's signature to get a loan for sustaining hospital needs and paying the bill. While Thorvald has no idea about it because Nora knows his pride. Krongstad is a lawyer. He knew the secret of Nora about forging her father's signature. Currently, while Thorvald is working at the bank, Krongstad went to Nora's house, tried to threaten that he will send a letter to Thorvald about her past crime. Therefore, Nora feels nervous. She asks to stop his plan, but Krongstad say, I don't need money. I need a higher position at the bank of Thorvald. If you cannot take me to the position, I will send an email to your husband regarding your past crime. After that, Krongstad leaves Nora's house. Mrs. Lundy, or Kristen Lundy, an old friend of Nora. She also went to Nora's house after Krongstad, and she told Nora she needs a job. After that, Mrs. Lundy leave. Mrs. Lundy and Krongstad was an ex-lover. A day after Krongstad threatened Nora, he sent an email regarding Nora's past crime. Unfortunately, Thorvald got the letter, and after he read the content, he gets too angry to her wife. He tells painful words to Nora because as a husband, he don't want to ask or rely to someone else money for sustaining any family needs. Nora felt pain and disappointment because her intention is good, but her husband doesn't appreciate it. After the fights of Nora and Thorvald, Mrs. Lundy and Krongstad back as a lover again. Therefore, Krongstad sent a second email to Thorvald about how her wife do good for his fast recovery and do everything for him. After Thorvald read the second letter, he apologized to Nora, but everything was too late. Nora decided to explore and leave Thorvald for being a controlling husband. Setting: 10 men events. The discovery of Nora's dwelling after the reading of Krongstad's first letter. The reaction of the husband Thorvald regarding such discovery. Krongstad's second letter, which promotes Nora's final reaction to Thorvald. Thorvald reads Krongstad's letter and erupted angrily. Nora's attempt to hide from Thorvald her forgery of a signature in order to obtain a loan. Nora realized that her husband devoted not to her but to the idea of her as someone who depends on him. Thorvald finds out Nora's secret. He flips out on saying terrible things. Nora says her children after the argument with her husband and collapses as the curtain falls. Nora's eating macarons against Thorvald's wishes foreshadows her later rebellion against Thorvald. Nora turns her back on her husband and kids and takes off into the snow to make her own way in the world. Style of the author. Ibsen metaphorically compares Nora's life with a Christmas tree. The tree and Nora has the same place in the house, and that is for decoration purposes. Also, in reality, both are dying in the house. Dal is a symbol of humanity. Macarons, which represent Nora, mislead his husband. Christmas tree shows Nora's place in the house. Lamp symbolizes of wisdom. Black shawl indicate that she is sad. Conflict. Man versus man. Nora struggles with Krongstad, who threatens to tell her husband about her past life. Man versus self. Nora's journey of self-discovery and provide much of the play's dramatic suspense. Man versus society. The struggle of women to be accepted as equal in society. Man versus fate. Nora takes her own way to the world to be independent. Point of view. Man thought that here the role of women is just taking care of the family only, and they can do that men's does. Themes. The sacrificial role of women. Parental and filial obligations. The unreliability of appearances. The constructive nature of gender rules. The value of money. Cultural implications. Society has also strongly influenced the way people act, think, dress, and structure their lives. The Doll's House emphasizes how many families try to live up to the society's standard and end up living false life like plastic family. House is the treatment of women in the society or community, but more especially the societal hold on them.
Shorty said she coming with a bread, with a pen, with a young, coming with a bread, with a pen, with a young, coming with a bread, with a pen, with a young, coming with a